Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, this is the Takeover by Joy Mido. Wondering who I am? Surprise, surprise. Kwambox leo tumemwacha nyumbani, so get ready to listen to me for a whole 2 hours. However, we are about to run the tape, and are you excited for this podcast? Because, again, my name is Joy Mido, founder and host of Be That
Joy,
Woman.
you're not even seated in the middle. Guys, I'm so excited to be back. And guess what? Of course, we are with Joy. Shout out to Joy in the middle. Joy, tell them your podcast.
Be That Woman podcast, women, money, and business.
Love it. But we're not only with Joy. Today, we have somebody else. I'm the one who's seated in the middle.
This joke.
You guys asked for it, and we made sure it happens. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls.
Joyce Maina!
The crowd goes wild.
I love whatever you guys are usually on.
I know, right?
Because
It's called We're
whatever
High
it
on
is.
Life.
High on life.
High on a life.
Oh my gosh. It
Joyce,
was
it's so
such a-
good to have you back on the pod.
So good to be back, man. This is so nostalgic.
I know. I am so excited to sit with you here.
I'm so happy to be here.
Chill. The last time you were here, you recorded an episode with Kerry. That was actually the last time you recorded.
Damn.
Yes. That's one
It
with the kina. He's called Salaton. Salad, fruit salad.
Basil. I used to call him Basil. Sorry, Basil.
Who's called Salaton?
You know who's called Saladon?
Who's called Salaton?
It's side band.
Is he an actor?
No, he's not an actor.
Where has that name come from?
Side band.
Okay, great. Joy.
That's all about that. Yeah,
I don't know, Jesus. The things pop in my head and then I just say them out loud. I should think about that. Joey, welcome to the pod, man.
Thank you very much.
We've been talking about doing this for a while.
Let me tell you how Kwambox and I met, actually. So we met at Aka Summit. Not Aka Summit. Hey, where? Pinky. Pinky Galani's Summit, What Women Want.
Yeah.
And I was actually just about to start my podcast.
I remember.
You remember? So it was just an idea, and I was trying to get women together and tell them, Aki, please just say, follow Be That Woman, follow Be That Woman. And Kwambox was there. She was like, yeah, follow Be That Woman. Kidogo say to me, blue.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
I love it.
Women supporting women.
I love when podcasts just start and just
Take off.
Take off. So, ladies, mmekwaje? You know it's raining.
Confetti.
Have you seen the rain?
The weather is insane.
But where has it come from? We're supposed to be in summer. Okay. I went and bought like a bunch of summer outfits because it's the Kenyan summer. What is happening?
Wait, you were in Germany?
Yeah, wait, we talk about it.
Germany.
Germany.
You walked into that one.
You know what? I actually don't know why I'm here, guys.
Yo, did you bring for us goodies from Germany? But then do people still bring things for people when they're abroad?
Fridge magnets.
Yeah, that. Like a 10 euro.
Yeah. Because one is like 5 euro, 3 euro. That's still a lot of money.
That's a lot.
It is a lot of money.
You
It's not 200. So,
You need to pay some mob.
Yeah.
Joy,
Yes.
talk to me. How's the year started?
Amazing. I was in Malaysia.
Okay. Nini nilikuwa nafanyika Malaysia?
Well, I went for a solo. I went for a solo trip, actually.
Are you serious?
You did?
And this was my first solo trip, actually. Wah! It was nerve-wracking. It was scary. I love going to a country where they barely speak English.
Malaysia
It was
waongeangi
hectic.
kizungu?
Okay, most people talk Malay.
Oh, yeah.
So it was tough. Also, the English is kidogo broken, but you can pick up. So Google Translate was there, though. But it was tough because Africans are not even there like that.
Really?
I was thinking Kenyans are there.
Wait, I thought Nigerians walikuwa mejaza your place at some point.
Girl, I didn't meet no Nigerians.
It depends on which part you went.
Yeah, it depends which part.
Did you go to
Kuala
Kuala Lumpur?
Kuala Lumpur.
Yeah. But a lot of people who are there who are African are students. So
Yeah.
if you don't hang out with students, I probably won't.
Won't meet the students.
No, because I thought
Facts.
even the clubs and Nigerians.
Hey, no, on a solo travel, I wasn't even trying to go to a club. Girl.
Yeah.
Where?
Yeah.
As a woman traveling alone, hey.
What was it like? Because even me, I've been thinking of doing a solo trip. I'm like, no, I have to go and ask strangers to take my.
Yes, a lot of that.
I'm like, whenever you're lost, you just stand there by yourself. Without even. Unajiongelesha tu.
Unajengelesha, unajipea internal happiness.
You know, I know a very good friend of mine called Nyambuzi. who went on a vacation with a stranger. I'm sure if you haven't watched that episode,
I saw
please
that
just
episode.
screw back after this one and just go watch. It's titled "Going to a Vacation with a Criminal."
Mwenye alikuwa
A
ameiba
wanted criminal,
mabodaboda, alikuwa ameiba
right?
mabodaboda
Hata sijui
huko
ni kitu alikuwa
Nyanza.
ameiba, lakini alikuwa ni muizi, right? Na yeye alikuwa wanted, right? Na yeye ameenda all the way hadi Diani, wameishi wameishi, alafu sasa anarudi ndio anauliza ati, by the way, whose friend is this? See, your friend. Make sure you watch that episode. But yeah, let's talk about solo travel, because we were talking about, I don't know if you saw, there's this lady who was crossing the, I don't know, it's Atlantic, and she was doing this journey solo sailing by herself. And it was wild because she's in the ocean by herself with this small boat. Of course, you know she is
White.
because Africans
I
don't know how to
was
swim.
gonna ask that, but honestly, I knew it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because Africans don't swim, and you can argue with yourself. Do you know when you go to like coastal towns, right? Like I just came back from Lamu. Yeah.
On a solo trip, eh?
No. I was with a friend, but
Hey, with a friend.
technically it's a solo trip because if kila mtu alikuwa anafanya vitu zake solo.
You were just there together, but mnafanya vitu
Kila mtu anafanya vitu zake apart,
Yeah.
right? Apart to solo. So in Lamu, I can bet you there's probably 5 babes in the whole of Lamu County who can swim.
And you're one of
and
them.
then next to the ocean.
That it's a thing. You go to Senegal, Dakar, right? They're having to do trainings to educate women that
You can swim.
yeah, because religion plays a big part in coastal towns. You get. So tuseme sasa kukue na kitu kama hurricane.
All the babes.
Gone.
Inakuwa sausage fest immediately, right? And you know, can I tell you a fun fact? There are even fishermen who don't know how to swim.
How can you be on a
Wow.
boat all day and you don't know how to swim?
Kwa
That
sababu
doesn't make
kazi
sense.
si kuswim. When you're fishing, you don't swim. You are just throwing the net and catching the fish and hoping that you can stay on the boat. You understand? Or you stand in shallow waters. But at it going to swim, it's crazy, right?
I know this is so weird, but like, okay, I think because I started swimming like at a really young age. Whenever
Yeah.
I find out, especially an urbanite, that's what I like to call us, people who grow up in Nairobi. If I find out you can't swim, I think it's so weird.
It's wild.
To me,
It's
it's
weird.
like
It's a life skill.
You
Yeah.
know, like the way you can cook. You don't have to be the best cook, but you can cook.
At least.
So I don't expect you to be Michael Phelps, but like you can't swim.
Yeah.
Once I have a friend who's 6'5" and he can't swim, I'm like, you're the height of the swimming pool. Shame on you. Like you can stand in the deep end. You know what I'm talking about.
Hey.
You can stand in the deep end and you can't swim.
Bro.
Me, I can't stand. Me, I'm just here, doggy paddling. That's crazy.
No, but it's because a lot of African parents, we don't consider swimming as a skill.
Yeah,
Right?
that's
Alafu
true.
unaambia mtoto mzazi, mami, I want to go for swimming. Nakuuliza swimming.
Nini, soma.
Ulisikia kuna river, kuna Nairobi river si ndio hiyo inakungojea. And guys know their parents used to do dufu mpararu. Right? You know how to do dufu mpararu?
Yeah, of course.
Swimming in the river.
Hey.
Right?
That's what I'm saying. That's how a lot of like village people learn how to swim. So in village
Sis,
people
that's
can
not
swim as
swimming.
well.
Dufu mpararu si swimming.
Unaingia tu.
Uko kwa maji tu, una slide hapo kwa hiyo si kuswim, guys, right? And that's why, like, for example, do you know how many kids die in dams in Kenya? It's such a common thing.
Yeah, I actually saw a story by Rico Mondi recently
Where- yeah, you
talking
saw
about
that?
a woman who had 4 kids drowned in a dam. Like,
Oh
that
my
is extremely
God.
sad. It's so sad.
Yeah.
No, that's
So
true, that's
look, guys, make swimming great again. Right? Make swimming great again. But Malaysia,
Yes.
no, tell us give us tips of,
Yes.
especially female solo travelers, because guy machali hawakosangi kukukatia.
Hey.
You know, like, is there like just
All ethnicities,
every
all
babe-
heights, all
it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
Able raise your hand, sis, if this year haujakatiwa.
Hey. That is very sad. Hey.
Hakuna day mami had akati. And if you raised your hand, the second question is, have you left your house? Because there are babes who are just busy there praying to God. Oh God, which year will be my year? And I'm like, sis, haujatoka nyumba
Get
for like,
out. Get out. Go meet the
do you
man.
know what I'm saying? You gotta be
Yeah.
outside so they can see you. And the moment you step out, it's like, all right.
You're like,
so
wow.
give us tips. How, like, what survival skills? Because
Yeah. The biggest survival skill Nili learn was always just tell people that you have someone around. So don't let people know that you're alone. So me, my husband was down the street at a conference
I was so confused for a split sec.
You're like, which husband?
Husband. I get it.
Yeah.
I get
So
it.
even the Uber guys, Nini, the hotel guys just know maybe there's like a husband coming in and out of the house. So people just didn't know. So that was very important.
That's
yeah.
clear.
Yeah, I've seen people giving that tip, women giving that tip a lot. Like, even in an Uber, you can be like, oh, I'm just going to meet my friend at the restaurant, or there's someone waiting for me.
Yeah.
Don't make it like so obvious, because they'll never know if it's true or not.
Yeah, because people always love to ask, are you here alone? And I'm just like, why are you
Why are
trying
you
to kill
asking?
me?
Why are you trying to know?
What kind of bloody question is that?
It's a very-
Right?
Yeah.
And in terms of going out, because you want to go out and see the town,
Yeah.
but then also at the same time, you're alone.
Yeah.
So how do you?
Oh, it gets so lonely. Let me tell you, it was very lonely. But you get to get the city tours, which you immerse yourself up on Utamitu. So it was easy to book like a city tour that will take you through around the temples, the Nini, everything. So you get to see everything in a day. So book that, get to know people from there. Then those people that you meet, go out with them. Now that's how I met some friends from France.
Wow.
And then they were like, okay, tomorrow we can go for lunch. They were ladies. I didn't meet any men, but it's okay.
I feel safer with women anyway.
Yeah.
Honestly, yeah. So it was easy to move around from there at least. And also just know that you have someone around on call. Yeah. But when I was going, my mom was like, atunaenda wapi peke yako? Kufanya nini? Kwa nini? Wewe, wacha mchezo.
Honestly.
Yeah.
You know, I've done a few, I've done Dubs, Nigeria. Most of the time when I travel alone.
Oh.
Because the reality of trying to rope people into trips, it's
too
crazy.
much.
So you just, you say, okay, I'm
Gather your
tired,
balls and go.
Gotta go out there and do this thing. And the loneliness, what I find is, because when you travel with people, you don't get out of your comfort zone. So you'll just do things with them, right? So, and then group mentality kicks in. We're going to there.
I don't want to do this. Me, I want to do this.
You know what I'm saying?
Sit and compromise.
And I don't want to compromise.
Exactly.
I'm here only for a split time.
Yeah.
So if I want to sleep for 2 days straight, hakuna mtu ananiambia ati, how can you
Umekasirikiwa trip mzima.
48 hours, right? Yes, I'm in London, but I came here to sleep.
rest.
Sijakuja kuona kitu
Maybe I
yoyote
want to
nje.
sleep in another country.
That's it.
Never know.
That's
Honestly.
That's it. Would you do it again?
Yeah, I would. I
Are you
really
planning-
would.
are you planning
I'm
your next
planning
trip?
another solo trip, honestly.
Really?
Yes, I feel like I've gathered all the balls that I need right now. I know what to do, so I prepared actually early enough. So getting all the Ubers, so you get to know what do they use to move around. So there they use like an app called Grab. So it was easy to use that. So from the airport directly, I've already booked that. Like mtu ananikujia and then drop directly to the hotel. Then I got a hotel in the city center so that it's easy to maneuver. You don't have to be taking Ubers every time. So I was just walking to the restaurants.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Never put these tips on your channel.
Honestly.
Yeah.
I've really been wanting to do like solo
Really?
travel for the longest time. I don't know.
You just never get the confidence.
Sorry, girl. Didn't you just go to Germany?
I wasn't solo.
Oh, okay. My bad.
I've been traveling, but like not solo.
All right, can we talk about how was Germany?
It was cold as hell.
I mean, that's what we hear about the people, but like the weather.
First of all, I don't know what it is, but I feel like it could be a stereotype, but I just feel like Germans are just like so angry all the time. I don't know if
Has to be the weather.
it has to be the weather, honestly. Like every time I would turn around, there's some German guy just looking at you like,
Growling.
Oh no.
Yeah.
and like it's just their face. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah.
And it's with everyone. It's not even like a racist thing.
Yeah.
Even like towards each other. I'm like, even like the minorest of inconvenience, they're upset. I'm like, my guy, I don't know what you want me to do, but like these things happen. No, that in the language. I'm like, I saw baby school. Tuongee basi. But apart from that, because Berlin is very cosmopolitan, it's very easy to get around. People speak English. It's just those cultural things are the ones you notice. They are very, like I would say, cold. They are cold.
Yeah.
They are neutral, and it's not just towards black people. It's even towards each other. They're
Yeah.
very short with each other.
I've seen, like, you guys, in case you're wondering, oh, let me find out more about this. You can go to TikTok and just look at people's the solo, not even solo travelers, just people who have gone to stay in Germany or visit, and they're like, why are Germans like this?
Yeah, honestly, like the smallest someone was not complaining, someone made a video I'd seen, you know, I think your algorithm moves with you, because when I was in
Yes.
Berlin, I was seeing so much German content. There's this lady who had moved from the States to Germany, and she was saying, because where she lives, there's this rule for past 10 p.m. is quiet time. A neighbor came to complain that her vacuum cleaner was keeping him out.
Yeah.
Vacuum cleaner.
My gosh.
Vacuum cleaner.
Yeah.
Where is
I'm
the
like,
freedom?
What?
Huyu sasa akihamia Mexico. I've seen how there's a lady who was complaining that Black Americans are moving with, and that's a whole other topic for another time. But you know how like digital nomads have become a thing, right? Cape Town is tired of like, because Cape Town and Nairobi in Africa are the biggest spots, because now Cape Town is cheap. You know, you can get like it's cheap. Can we just all like accept like Cape Town is cheap?
It's affordable at least.
I don't know.
They say you've been to
I've been
SA.
to SA, I've been to
Their
Dubai,
drinks
yeah.
are cheap.
Yeah.
Food is cheap,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So Cape Town plus the beach, man. You
you
get,
can imagine.
and then it's
Yeah,
like
yeah,
it's like a city.
Yeah.
You get, so a lot of digital nomads are moving there, and you know, for the locals, it's like, my guy, I'm going to my favorite cafe like Java to just get all the seats are taken, or laptop, mtu amekaa peke yake, and they're, you know, they're just saying, oh my God, everything is cheap. Go back to your place.
So I tried to use that
It's
right now.
wild.
Go back to your country.
You know, but so she was saying how like Black Americans who have leave America, and it's because of white supremacy and all that stuff, they're moving to other countries with the same kind of capitalist mentality, right? And in that post, every person in Kenya has written Kelis. Right? Basically, they're saying, so the typical capitalist white supremacist idea is, you get to a place, you want to own land, you want to, and not just you get there and you want to own it. You get, and so you buy hectares and hectares of, and you know, make everything super expensive for the locals. And that's the same thing that Black Americans are running away from in America. Right? So it becomes, you know, we're living very interesting times where, like, for example, in Nairobi, I'm sure you've noted,
100%.
Yeah.
digital nomads,
Wow.
and they don't pay taxes.
Yeah.
And we were so used to expats being white.
Yeah.
Now it's just Black Americans every like, I'm not even like dating or anything.
Yeah.
But we were used to expats looking a certain type.
Exactly.
So for me to go to a place like Gecko, and like 90% of the Black people are Black Americans, I'm like, where did this happen?
That's so crazy, right?
Like, where did this happen?
That is so true. This is Cape Town. The guy who was saying, go back to your place. He was saying,
Yeah.
I hear you before I see you. You know, Americans are that loud. Yeah. Anyway, so I have a question. So there's another lady who recorded a video, and she said, Kenyan women love white men. We're not even going to delve into Mrasha, because that's a whole other... I'm going to record something about that. But, like, is this real?
I would say
Yes and no. I don't know. I think.
Have you ever dated a white guy?
Yeah.
Okay.
Twice.
What? So you have a preference?
No.
Is
I've dated the low men.
Wait, you are like complete opposite.
I'm like, wacha nitoke huku. There's a point I was conned. I was like, acha nisonge nijaribu huku kwengine pia. So I dated a white man.
Wait, so let's just be clear.
Netherlands.
It is the
Netherlands and
character
UK.
development ya Mjaluo.
Ilinituma huko.
Okay.
Ya Wajaluo.
Wajaluo.
Wow, meaning umewajaribu.
Jesus.
Yeah, but my experience was interesting actually, because I just felt, for me personally, it was not as exciting as, because there are just so many little things that you have to compromise. Yeah, the cultural differences. He was tall. I like a tall man. I like a very tall man.
Dutch guys are, hey.
Yeah, I love just being in sync, like making jokes. You know, sometimes you just want to do your jokes in Swahili and whatever is trending in Kenya. It's so hard for you to like be on the same wavelength all the time.
Yeah.
So that part,
You can't say that some white people.
There's so many jokes. Like, I completely get you. And I was even having deja vu as you're talking. Because I remember, I don't know who I was talking to the other day, and she was, and we were talking about this, and she said, jokes as a slap.
has he slapped?
Nina crack joke hapo nasema. Una get? And he's like, sorry, what do you say? And it must be the same for them.
Yeah. So that really affects the relationship in some kind of way. Like, kidogo, you're not in sync like that, the way you'd be with an African man.
So maybe it was the Dutch guy. Then you tried?
A UK man. Again, Joyce's story. Kuna venye kuna baridi. Kind of cold. And that's why I was like, sometimes I did like some questioning of people who stayed there, because that time when I was in UK, I had some couple of friends. I was like, why are people so cold here? Like, you'd even be in the club and no one is even talking to you. I'm like, hey, kwani mechapa ama ni nini inaendelea? Like, no one is interested in talking to you.
Yeah.
So
But also,
I feel like
we have
it's
a
a culture thing.
We know African babes, we
We have an RBF.
No, I think, Atia, what?
Rest in peace, now.
No, I don't think that's what it
That
is.
doesn't stop there.
It doesn't stop anyone.
I think because like if you look at, say, there's a typical Black American look. You get what I'm saying? Like there's like a makeup, there's a style, like they look like Saweetie, or they look like certain babe. So if, like, for example, you're looking at like this babe, the Vera type. Okay, but Vera is guys. Put some respect on Vera's name. Vera is a unique species. Love her. There's a look which is complete, which now a lot of babes are picking here. Like you see, and you all look the same. There's that kawig which has the knee, and the makeup. That's like you can literally just remove it, right? No, guys, that's. Aujaipata makeup artist anakuweka paka unasema no, that's enough. I can't. Sura
ya mwisho.
Because it's heavy, So I think when we're outside of our sort of tough, where we know I say this, he says that, and then we do this, and then we do that, and then I do for him like this. And then you go to another tough, and the rules are different.
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
The fashion is different.
Right.
What their preferences at the time are different.
Yeah.
I think when Kim Kardashian started her thing, big lips and big ass were a thing. And now the big ass thing is sort of disappearing.
Yeah.
Guys are removing their BBL.
Yeah, guys are going back to flat. So, all this, I think cultural preferences play a huge role. Yeah. And you can be able to spot someone who's not from sort of is that your experience?
Actually it's true. Like even here, I want to say even here in Nairobi, I feel like it's become very easy for me to spot. Yes, you can look like me, but I'll probably be like, yeah, this is probably a Black American or someone from the UK. I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's because I've interacted with them a lot, but it's very easy to differentiate. Even before they talk, I'm like, yeah, this guy is probably not Kenyan. They don't look exactly the same.
Yeah. And so, like, I feel this lady who is, I think she's Black American, but she's from Caribbean country. Well, she's you get what I'm saying. That's the first thing she noticed. She's like, yo, Kenyans love white men. Like, she was in a place and it was just like black and white, black and white, black and white.
Wow.
And interestingly, you don't see the same for men. It's not as pronounced as
like Kenyan men for white babes.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not as pronounced, but it's there.
Yeah, but it's not at the same level.
You know what? You know who started that whole black men, white women thing? Beach Boys. They've been doing it for years, bro. They've been doing it for years. You'll find a beach boy who can speak Italian, French.
Oh yeah.
All of these languages, they never went to school for it.
True.
They learn those things. Because there is market for them there. And unfortunately, Black men have been fetishized by white women or like by the white people for years.
Yeah.
Like there's the whole reason.
Yeah.
Should I say Mandingo exists?
Yeah.
So a lot of these women will be like, oh, jungle fever. Oh, they're coming for like their black vacay, whatever. So it exists. Maybe it's not as pronounced as it is with women, but for me, that's the first thing I noticed.
How many Mandingos have you seen in Kenya? No. And you have to give me the addresses.
Oh, you want to know where they're at?
Let me tell you, if Tilepak bro was 6 foot, there is absolutely no way would let him be colonized.
But it's a marketing strategy. Like once one woman goes and reports this thing, now all the women are like, oh, really?
Yeah.
Because
like, wow.
Tile has a preference, right?
Yeah, he does. 1,000%. No,
That's a preference.
You can tell.
Yeah.
Right?
And I've met so many white women who are like, who even grew up in European countries, like, oh, I don't date white men. I date
Prefer the black man.
Where does that come from? Like, is that like if I say my preference is white men? Bora
No,
na
because
sede.
I think the same thing. I'm like, where does that preference come from? That's always my first question.
There has to
Where
be
does
some
it
level
come
of
from?
colonialism, guys.
There is a lot of
Because
it.
I think there's that and we will talk about it in the next episode, guys. We'll be talking about Russia, so relax, right? Ladies, I want to ask you a question, and this one is personal, so must catch feelings. Sawa. Let's imagine one day you wake up like tomorrow, right? Okay, let's say yesterday, because it doesn't happen. For superstitious types, right?
Yeah.
So you wake up yesterday, right? And then what do you find? You find a huge pimple boil. Right?
What? That's not where I was expecting you to go. Because like,
Where are we going?
what is this? If you have people this size, it's a tumor.
That's what I'm
It's a
talking about,
tumor.
right? Kikitu kimegrow hapo. Na unajua honestly haikuangi hivyo. Haikuangi.
Imegrow wapi?
Hii imetoka wapi? Exactly. Yeah, you are like now you're even with the mirror like haya. Right? And then you see this thing and you're like, Jesus Christ. Because if there's a pimple on your face, like, what do?
You pop it.
And, okay, no, you shouldn't. No, you shouldn't.
You shouldn't.
Right? You shouldn't pop
Should
it.
let it grow out.
But you'll figure out like something to do because these are normal, right? But ikifanyika huko. This
In a
what's the
genitalia.
first thing you start thinking?
Hey!
Worst case scenario.
Kaswende.
Wait, Kaswende is like
I think is it the syphilis or
gonorrhea.
gonorrhea? I don't
Yeah,
know.
one of them. And imagine that disease has come back big time here in Nairobi.
I saw actually the ratio
Yeah.
imeenda juu.
Yeah, especially amongst okay, sitaki kutaja Gen Z,
Millennials.
but Gen Z.
Oh, Gen Z. Hey.
Unajua,
I'm scared of being pregnant
You
and
need to-
catching HIV.
you
Oh,
need to
that's
play
true.
for them that ad. Me, where ume?
Me chill.
Ume?
I'd actually...
It worked.
Until at some point with millennials, yes.
Yes.
Gen Zs, no?
Them Gen Z have been left to the dogs, to the wolves. You go and wake up and find, hiya. Is this a thing that's growing? Yes.
So complete sidebar before let me digress a bit before I continue. I want to say a bunch of Gen Zs who recreated that ad, and I've never felt so old in my life. I've never felt so old. These are people who were watching it when they were children. Now they are old enough to recreate it.
Yeah.
Does that mean I'm ready to like the Kenyan Hall of Fame when it comes
Absolutely.
Your legacy
now
is living
we're about
on.
to, yes.
to
Absolutely.
Oh my God.
Absolutely. We're retiring you. No, but like there's need for such ads. And if you think about it, that ad was done by PSI,
Yeah, PSI.
right? Yeah, they're the ones who are communicating. And the reality is like a lot of people, like when you look at, Ministry of Health talking about the data on Nairobi, I can't remember the exact stats, but like there was a time there was an influx of syphilis and gonorrhea, right? Why? Because Jonte is more afraid of a pregnancy
Yeah, then HIV.
than syphilis.
Syphilis.
Syphilis, which can make you crazy. At least syphilis. Do you know there's a lot of famous people back in the day who died because they went crazy because the syphilis moved. Do you know it doesn't just sit there on your kanini, right? It doesn't.
Yeah, exactly. That's
It
true.
travels.
Yeah.
And it ingias your akili. Ukikuwa na akili ya kaswende. Hey, umechizi.
No, apparently I'll have to look it up. I don't remember. Karen recently died of syphilis.
Thank you. Wewe unafikiri
Oh, Malibuko Karen.
Happy Valley.
I live in Karen. Died of-
Unajua kwanza ushaisikia juu ya the Happy Valley?
No.
Where?
That's a whole other
video.
podcast.
What?
But what I'll tell you, go and look for books there because Kenya. Sasa tunaona tuna digress lakini si tunaongea juu ya kaswende.
Yeah.
Hizi vitu ni important.
Very
right?
important.
So back in the day, when am I talking about? I'm talking about the 1900 Apple, right? So like 1900 to about 1930, 40, there 50. Kenya was known internationally for swingers. Wazungu walikuwa wamechukua sasa huko nini Naivasha, Highlands. So that's why it was called the Happy Valley. Right? Like Lord Delamere, who was the person who had the largest tract of land. I think he had 100,000 acres when he arrived, and then it was expanded by another 60. So these people, all they were doing is giving instructions. Put the coffee here. So you have a lot of time on your hands, right? And so
And
rich
money.
people and money and what do you drink and take drugs and swim.
And do
So you come to the party and you're just like, umekuja na bwana yako, sasa muna exchange, right? How will you not catch kaswende? How will you not catch kaswende?
Now wamekuwa exchange na wengine.
Yes.
Hey.
So unajua huyo ndio ule tunajua. How wengine wanajinyamazia.
Oh my days.
Thank you. Yeah. These are
And
the
that's
things,
how it spreads.
This is the things that were happening in Kenya.
Oh my days.
Right? While your ancestors were like,
You know what? I don't. After surviving a Berlin winter, I get it now. I get colonization. I would not want to live under those conditions either.
Yeah.
You're telling me I'm living in negative 10 degrees and I can come to Kenya where it's sunny and we only have small showers of rain, and as we have 4 months of no sun and winter. I get it, guys. I'm not justifying it, but I get it.
And you know, the working class people of the UK at that time, they would write about these people like, how wanafanya nini? Like, to the average UKian, it was something that unfathomable because then they were working class. But these rich people, then they
didn't give a damn.
It's like, I don't give a damn. I don't give
What you gonna do about it?
So now back to my question, right? Because we're not in the 1900s, right? If you wake up 1900 na kuna kaswende, ngoja kafike paka kwa kichwa. Right? But today, what would you do? Because the truth is, a lot of people are living in the 1900s, right? Do you whip out your phone, take a photo, and then send to Google Photos and be like, what is this thing growing in my coochie? This one is not an until. What the fuck? Google Photos is not smart enough most of the time. Like I show it
like this looks like an until. I'm like, my guy.
It's kind of an until.
This is my body.
Right? But also, would you put it on Google?
No.
Where do you get your information about your sexual life?
WebMD.
Uko ni wapi?
WebMD.
No, okay, not WebMD, but like
WebMD all the time tells me I'm dying. Like every time I Google something, it's like, oh girl.
You know what I mean?
You are dead. Are you still alive?
You're asking me what I would do. I would definitely go to the internet.
Exactly.
That's the first thing I would do.
instinct.
Like, I would be as descriptive as possible on ChatGPT and like, be honest with me. Am I dying?
Seriously, you put it on ChatGPT. So that some tech bro just has the information about.
Yeah, but see, you're not putting your picture. You're just being as descriptive as possible.
Are you
You
signed
don't
in
have,
on
you don't have to.
ChatGPT?
You don't have to say I have.
Are you signed in on GPT?
No, you're using as guest, right?
Oh, that's
For
what
that situation, you gotta use a guest.
Wait, you can just guess. Wait,
I think you can use without signing in if you don't want to save your stuff. But either way, I would be as descriptive
As possible.
Yeah.
But wouldn't
because
put your
that's
picture.
better than putting a picture.
Yeah.
Bro.
Then also that stigma of even telling a friend.
because I'd
Honestly,
be embarrassed
would you even
to call,
tell a
like,
friend?
My doctor friend, like I can call my doctor friend for stuff.
I
But I
don't know.
don't think I'd call them and be like, I have a pimple in my DMs.
Yeah. It's not in your DMs, it's in your coochie.
Oh, in my coochie. You know what I mean?
And it's a big, it's those ones that you've had to call someone.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Oh, God.
it's
Yeah.
easy kawaida.
So option number one, ChatGPT.
ChatGPT.
Yeah.
Recently, I actually discovered this platform that just talks to women, especially about their sexual health, reproductive health, so it's easy as a WhatsApp message.
What?
Like you just get to WhatsApp. It's called Via Health, by the way. I don't know if
Oh,
guys
okay.
know about it, but it's called Via Health. That you get to put in all these symptoms that you have.
Like I'm over here, niko na kaswende wala niambie.
this idea.
And you can you send photos?
I think you can. Honestly, you
Send a
can.
photo of my coochie, bro.
Well, it's
I
not
would,
attached to your no face, no case, no.
Let me get this
That's a
straight.
good point, but still,
Let me get this
just
straight.
be as descriptive.
Just knowing it's
You would be content with a photo of your coochie, even if your face is not there.
Bro, if this thing is paining you, like you'll go to extents and lengths to get it rid of it. You know.
People tell me Ativia Health does what?
Yeah, it's called Via Health, by the way, and it's very supportive for women, young girls especially. So if you have like all these things, embarrassing things that you want to ask, especially around your sexual health.
Yeah.
You know, women, we're so complicated. Our reproductive system is
Yeah.
very complicated. So a lot happens. So if you're having like something and then you talk to them, you can talk to them on WhatsApp easily. and send them a message, just be like, explain what your condition is. They connect you directly to a practitioner. And then
I've seen Mamito talk about this thing.
Yes,
Yes,
so
Mamito.
do they assign you someone according to like what your issues are?
Mainly because it's sexual and reproductive health. So the practitioners are like sexual experts.
Oh, trust me, a platform like that is so important
It's
because
so important.
let me tell you guys, right? Even just something simple as like choosing contraceptives,
Yeah.
right?
We don't know where to start.
Do you know how people choose? Me, I'll tell you.
Oh, you chose.
They add. Trust.
Maisha iko sawa na trust.
So unabeba hiyo kitu kwa kichwa, unakumbuka kwamba hey, wacha niweke 3-2 4 just in case, you know, mtu akidecide to hey, would you like, you know, at least niko tu nasema niko na
Maisha iko sawa.
But honestly, think about it, like for me, when it comes to you know, before that, it's not like that you had an auntie or a big sister.
Honestly, you can't even talk reproductive health.
It's so hard,
with
especially for me, like
anybody.
growing up as an only child. So things like I can't ask my mother. Does my mother know that I'm having?
And even though she does, you're not gonna talk to her.
Why?
Not even an
Are
auntie.
you crazy?
Not even. What?
Oh, yeah.
What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Never did these things. I feel, before ChatGPT, I was googling all my
Google
symptoms, and
everything.
I should have been dead 10 times over by now.
Yeah.
I should have been dead. Because every time I check some breast cancer, I'm dead.
Exactly.
Oh, you check something gonorrhea, I'm dying.
No, but like that one for cancer, when them deal needs
Cancer
to tell
has
us.
really been.
Yeah.
Your head is aching. You have a.
Everything is cancer.
Yeah, your head is like but meningitis and collapse and you will never see me. I should have died so many times. So that's why I insist. Okay, so is this Viva? Is it like an app? Because honestly, sorry, I don't like it.
An app is coming, but I know they have a website, which actually that's how I discovered them. So they have a website now. You can actually easily find a pharmacy next to you. So if it gets to that point where you actually need to see someone, you can get. They have a locator. It's like a map. So around your area, you're able to see, okay, kuna pale that I can go and actually meet someone. So, you know, it's very convenient, by the way, and easy that you can join a community of women where people are sharing their stories.
People.
Well, hopefully not everyone has that.
Whose photo is that? Even me.
Even me had one.
That's why I insist on being as descriptive as possible. Do not be even to the centimeter. I will go and measure the width and length of the pimple, the color. I think I need this.
Let's talk about contraceptives. Because how do you decide which contraceptive to use? Like, because for me, I'll tell you, I have condoms, period. That's as far as I've got.
method.
And I'll tell you why. Because somebody I know, right, who was sexually active way before I was, right, and they would like one day, like they were just my size, then they blew up, right? Like they blew up.
They gained weight.
Yes, and then I was hearing guys talking. They're like, "Yo, it's those contraceptives." Right there and then, I made a mental note. Yo, I ain't putting a coil up in my fucking anything. I ain't putting T+1. No, I ain't doing shit. And then on top of that, you hear it's painful, like when it's being put in.
Apparently, it takes months for your body to get used to it. So you have like weird cramps for 3-4 months.
Does that sound exciting?
Bleeding weirdly for 3-4 months. I'm like, wait
You see what I'm saying?
It is a lot.
As if doing this is not enough. It's not. Pull out and stop. Statue. It's better than all this.
Whatever she's on.
Are you okay?
No.
What do you stop?
Stop. Yeah. Ati saying, peleka hizo vitu huko. Huko. Thank you. Hello.
Nilisikia inaitwa pull and pray.
Yeah. No. Hapo unampatia tu moja ya kwa. Yeah. No. Guys, and I'm being honest, the idea of having to change my... And also plus, see ati niko na a permanent situation. Me, I'm not married.
Hakuna body count.
There's no body count.
I'll just get body.
Thank you, sister.
If you know, you know.
Run the tape. So, you know, when it comes down to that moment, sometimes it's really important to speak to, because I know now there's like all sorts of different types of contraceptives. Like there's one I think I saw on Mamito talking about Via Health, which is
the self-administer.
What happens? I saw Mamito. It was like a jar, and you let me just take a
You
sip.
pull it out. It's like a.
Which is what I would do.
Yeah.
Pull it out.
That's not your job.
Yeah.
No.
Because wengine hawakwangi na good timing.
Stop.
Hawakwangi na good timing. Watoto wengi hapa wanafaa kuitwa pull out. Pull out game.
We love the first. The second. The third.
Junior or senior. Because you are not meant to be here, but like I should have counted it myself.
Oh my god.
You know what I'm saying? No, honestly.
Yeah, anyway, so this self-administer is like a low-dose hormone that you get it to prevent pregnancy for 3 months. So what was safari, cruise ships,
3 months?
Yeah, 3 months.
So how
3
does it
months
work
then you
exactly?
renew it. So actually it's like something that you inject. Wanasemanga subcutaneous layer. Yeah, so subcutaneous layer is that layer between the fat and the muscle.
No, you just dunga yourself.
The skin and the muscle.
You release that thing, and then now you're
3 months.
That's what I'm saying. Like that thing stays inside.
Hapana.
No, it's
liquid.
Ni dawa in there. Okay.
Exactly.
Okay. But it's hormonal.
Yeah. Yeah.
And hormonal contraceptives, we
You don't go together. But actually, like since it's like a low dose hormone, that it's the side effects are less. Of course, everything has side effects, by the way. And
so bado utakuwa na water retention, bado utakuwa na mood swings, bado
so
utakuwa na
now you see
all
everybody
things.
reacts differently. So different bodies, different reactions.
I can imagine, because at the end of the day, and these fears, you see these questions, right? And now let me tell you, part of the reason why it's important to have these sort of platforms is because you find yourself necessarily like going to a doctor, and the doctor is like, you don't know that the doctor wamepitishwa nini lab tests, pharmaceutical nini alipatiwa na goodie bag, right? Make sure hizi vitu zinasonga. When somebody just comes and says contraceptive, you're like, and you start popping them like popcorn, right? Are emergency pills contraceptives?
Yeah, they are.
P1.
They are. P2.
But they are emergency.
Sis.
Emergency.
There's a song. We're gonna find
Not
it.
an emergency.
Chill fast. Run the tape. So there's a song from back in the day. It's this guy singing emergency pill. I have to find it.
That's our song.
I have to find it because I remember I told you guys that time. Let me find it.
I was waiting for emergency.
So he sings it, and the hook is emergency pills. Na 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 na. You pop them like popcorn. So this song he created it for the ghetto, right? Ghetto girls who are, I think it's called popcorn.
Yeah.
And girls were popping, basically pop this emergency pills because you're mara unasilala na jonte umelala na nani. So that day you pop 3 emergency.
My guy, what?
And you see, these emergency pills are over the counter.
Yeah.
Right? The pharmacist is not like, where's Ulguapajan?
They don't care. They have units to move, bro.
Yeah.
They're gonna sell them.
So you can imagine with P2, right? What one azikula kama popcorn.
No, and I think we've had this conversation before a while back, and I was this health practitioner who was talking about how P2 maximum you're supposed to take in a year is twice. In a year.
Exactly.
Not in a month, not in a week, in a year.
Stacey,
maximum you should take emergency pills is twice a year, because apparently there's something in that whatever that is used to make it that is the equivalent of elephant tranquilizer. And then someone is putting that in their body every weekend.
Oh my days.
And that's
every weekend.
And that's why I feel like having a platform where you can be able to talk to someone for advice, because you can imagine a young girl has gone and I'm like, okay, even you're a young girl. Because there's a babe right now who's watching us. Na ametoka makosa imefanyika. It is too late. And now she's sitting there like, I think I need more information about things, right? So you're there, you've got in a situation, and then a guy has told you, me, I'm allergic.
To latex.
Right? So, and you know,
Run.
it's so important because, you know, confidence comes from knowledge.
Yeah.
Because every time someone talks to me about like, wait, how do you get your confidence? I tell them, I'm only confident on things I know.
Yeah.
I'm not confident. If you want to see lack of confidence is when I don't know shit.
Right.
So that's when I'm just like, tell me more.
Don't say
right?
anything. Yeah.
So if you're in that situation with a guy and the guy basically, you know, he's pushing you to the corner, right? You know, most babes don't know how to push back. And you don't know what to tell him.
Yeah.
You get, he's there, he's just like, yo, me, this thing, you know? And you're like, okay, how the fuck do I tell this guy? Like, me, if we're not doing it like this.
Yeah.
Right? And I'm like, no, but we'll do doggy style. Doggy style, the people don't get pregnant.
Oh yeah? Yeah, I'm finding out.
You see the way I said it with confidence. There's a babe who's been told that. She's been told she can't get pregnant.
Yeah, and they're children walking and running around on this earth because they were told doggy style
You can't get pregnant.
No, your doggy style. The first.
Junior.
Doggy style junior.
Right? Now, and you know you can't go to your mom because when something has happened and you're ashamed,
Yeah.
you're gonna be like, gosh,
You don't
how
hide
foolish
it.
was
Yeah.
I? Right? So having a
Embarrassing.
platform where you can be able to, this thing is private. I know it's private.
It is private. Honestly, by the way, actually, I just discovered it. So I've been questioning the guys, the consultants, doing a lot of consultation because it's important to know this thing.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So
So
and I think with more, I feel like with more information, especially when it comes to reproductive health,
Yeah.
you're in a position to make better decisions for you. Because
Exactly.
you know, before, the reason I feel like why P2 is flying off the shelves, it's because it's easy, it's fast, nobody asks questions, and you move on.
The pharmacist is even like, buy one, get one for
I could offer a discount.
You know, but I feel like the more information you have
have.
about your body, the better decisions.
Exactly. You
can
know
make
your
for
body, then you
yourself,
decide.
You know, and you don't have to feel embarrassed because I feel like sometimes sitting across someone and asking these questions is so much harder than just like typing it out and be like, okay, this is what I'm feeling. It's like almost talking to a stranger. You've had that thing, like it's easier to talk to a stranger than someone you know. So I feel like this VR help would actually help people be more confident to ask questions.
Exactly.
You
You make confident choices.
you know,
Exactly. Yeah.
You can even put a different username and no one will know it's you.
No,
You don't
no.
have to put Joyce Maina.
You don't
Exactly.
even need to chomoka the crib.
Yeah.
The person,
Best
Kuja home turf.
Yeah.
Right? Kuja home turf. And because kuna watu wengine hawezi jiduga shindano. Sema tu kweli.
Exactly. And actually, I want to make sure people get this correct because I don't want to. Your body, your choice. So you decide what you want. So for the first one, what I got was you need to get training. So you need to meet a practitioner for the first time. So you understand. So you understand exactly how to administer it and how to, get that liquid inside there, so that you're protected
And
you're not coming back pregnant and you're blaming people like I thought Mlisema 3 months. Exactly. So it's important for you first of all to seek consultation with an expert before you decide to do these things by yourself. So that's what it helps. That's how the WhatsApp platform for VIA comes in now. You get to understand like what is your goal, Kwanza, first of all. Why you is it a 3-month goal? Is it like a 1-year goal?
I'm going to Hawaii and
Sitaki
ball.
For 6 weeks.
Stacky ball.
But I want to have a good time.
Yo.
And also with this thing, you always need to take breaks with this things.
Yeah.
These contraceptives.
No, but like the coil is there's no break.
5 years.
Well, like a 10 years.
10 years.
I
Yeah,
swear.
equal.
10 years na. So ukipita kwa ile nini ya
No, metal detector.
Wanaisikianga.
Good question.
You never ask yourself how your parents did
Ukifanya mtu
18
magnet.
children like you.
Ukifanya mtu magnet hivi.
Ting, ting.
Unaona tumbo yake. Ina nini?
Oh my
You never ask
god.
yourself how our mothers didn't have 18 children like their mothers. Walijipanga.
Me, I just thought walikuwa nasema stop. Enough. We were here for fun. Not shopping.
Alafu kuna hao watu wanatumianga safe days. Have you heard of these people? Like it is 7 days before you get to your period and then 7 days
Apparently for
after.
some people it works.
Some people it works.
If you trust yourself, like, but also
Some
sometimes the
people have
female body
siblings
is
because
so
of that.
unpredictable.
Thank you.
I can imagine like with all my hormonal issues, the kind of things I go through. Even a normal person has to be going through these things. It can't can't just be me.
Yeah.
That's why I prefer not to use any hormonal. Because the first thing I did, even before I knew what PCOS was, I went to see a guy now, of course, a man, and he was like, yeah, take birth control. You didn't tell me nothing about my condition. I was like, take birth control. And I moved on with my life.
A guy now.
I was young.
Didn't you say we were going to a woman?
No, I was young. I didn't even know what a gynecologist is. I was a specialist. I'm like, oh, okay.
A babe now.
Yeah.
We're not going to a guy now. What you talking about?
A babe now.
All he did was give me birth control and told
Really?
me my life. And that's the first time I noticed, my body is feeling weird. Like, I wasn't adding weight. Now is when I realized it was like water retention. Like, you remember how small I was? Like, my boobs are 10 times my size. Just that's not a bad thing. But like, I had so much water retention, it was uncomfortable. And I didn't know what else to do because I've been told you need to take it for 60 days.
So you say grew.
No, honestly, I looked like, this cartoon. You know this? Is she called Betty Boop? You know the
yes.
I swear to God, that's exactly how I looked. I was like 50 kgs with like the boobs.
Please make sure you have Betty Boop here. and I'm trying to understand what the problem here is.
It's uncomfortable, guys.
So you're saying if I go get this.
I don't know why it targeted my boobs. Some people it targets their whole body. Me it targets
targeted. Okay. Alright. That's wild.
So what happened with the birth control?
I stopped taking it.
Yeah.
And I found other ways to regulate my hormones and all this stuff. So I had to get to the root of the problem. With a lot of gynas, they were not getting to the root of the problem. They were just telling you, this is just regulate your period. I'm like, okay, but what is the problem? What is like what are we solving? What am I deficient in that can help me get? So I had to do like my own research to figure out how to regulate my hormones holistically.
That's wild.
Yeah.
See, that's
was that like the daily pill? It's like
it was a daily pill. I had to take it every day. So I had an alarm for every day. Yeah, I had an alarm
for the one for the
so hectic.
Fast days.
Yes,
and if you miss any, you have to start again.
Yeah, imagine. So I used to set an alarm for a certain, maybe like the time that I'd wake up. Like I had an alarm for every day without fail. I had to take it.
Oh my days!
Yes,
at the same time.
At the same time, every day. Yes, it regulated my periods, but everything else about me, let me tell you, I nearly went insane.
Even your personality changes.
I swear it does.
Mood swings.
My mood swings were what?
Through the roof.
So
I would have killed someone if I owned a gun. Some people would be dead. I'm not even joking.
This is just to remind you that you were just trying to stop a pregnancy.
No, for me, again, I haven't
said stop.
No, for me it was PCOS because I have irregular periods.
Yeah.
That was the number one solution, take pills. So let's try something else.
Yeah. And that's why a platform like this would make so much sense.
Yeah.
Because you want to have a conversation. You don't want someone just, telling you
you take pills.
Listen, I'm the one who's wearing the lab coat. Look at me. I'm the doctor, right? No, we don't want that. We want to be able to have a conversation. Because at the end of the day, like, I saw a babe this morning telling all women who are doing their bachelor's or their master's or their PhD to center on women, make your what's it called? Your study, your research on women issues. Why? Because just recently we found out that, look, the reason why a lot of these things are so mystical, which is so crazy, right? Because since Eve, since Eve, they have been. You get what I'm saying? Shout out to my friend. I have a friend who this one is traumatized, so she's like this. She's just like this, like one side. That's our running joke. So I see her, I see her like this. Like, this is her fallopian.
That's
right?
a way to keep things positive.
I know, yeah, for sure. So you can imagine from Eve's time, people have had uterus, they've been having vaginas, right? She was definitely having sex. How did Cain and Abel come here, right? True. But nobody has been doing research to find out, is this related to maybe her mood swings, the cycles, the changes, less, period, the color of the period. Are you going to keep calling your doctor every time this happens? Or you'll just be like, Exactly. Right? And then you just ignore these things. And some of these answers are in exactly you as the person who's carrying this God sacred vagina, right? You're the one who sees all the signs before the doctor, right? So having a conversation about it would help so much.
That's true. Apparently, only 15%, I think, of money for research that goes towards, I think, health and like reproductive health. Only 15% goes into researching the female body, and I'm like,
Wow.
what? And let me tell you, every day I wake up, I'm like, today's the day I stop hating men. First of all, the people doing the research are men, okay? On the female body. And if there's any research that is done concerning the female reproductive system, the research is how does it affect men?
Yeah.
And I'm like, are you guys okay in the brain?
And you know, just even recently
And
they found out.
how does the only research that has been done for endometriosis is how it affects the partner?
Yeah.
I'm like,
That is seriously.
it's
It's being affected.
my God, let me. And that's why I keep
The
every
audacity.
day I wake up, I'm like, this is the day I stop hating men.
Nakasirika.
No.
Nakasirika
They're like,
tena.
let me show you something.
You know, just to add to that, yeah, even like when they were doing research on periods, right? Do you know they were not using actual period blood?
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah.
They
So
were
now is
not.
when they've started.
Now is when this, and I'm like, I'm just like, this is one day, maybe I will stop hating men. But when I wake up, it's like, do you know how many women are affected by endometriosis?
So
PCOS?
many.
And the research that has been done is how it's going to affect the partner.
That is sad.
I'm like, you do just.
'Cause
There's a
unajua,
guy who's
mood
done
swings
an
zako
entire
zinaudhi.
series. Yeah, there's a guy who's done an entire series on TikTok talking about female reproductive health and the things that we actually don't know. And he's like,
I think I saw
how
that
are
guy.
women not more upset? I'm like, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So,
Even just like it took a really long time for us to realize that period pains, because I remember being in high school, right? And you have, I mean, I've had periods since I was in high school, guys. They didn't kick off in primary, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Mine kicked off in high school.
From 3.
From 3!
Yes.
hey, late bloomer. Yeah.
Thank you for beating me, right? Zangu show up. Okay. Anyway, so what did I say?
Period pains.
No, cramps, right?
Yeah.
No, cramps are not equal, right?
Yeah, that's
so
true.
there'd be these babes that would be like, my neck, my back. She's seated in class. She's like this. She's like, I have to go
That's
now.
true.
And then,
What do you mean? Me, I used to sleep the whole first day. Even
Yo.
though
Yeah.
I knew. Like,
Bro.
just
Also
doesn't
was-
leave the door
do you
on
know how
a-
teachers would just be like, kwani wewe period zako ndio ziko
Ziko
zinatufundisha
special.
When it is special.
Imagine. And the teacher just refuses. There's no way this person is
And
going.
that's the saddest part, that in school, where the teachers are supposed to be understanding these things, is where you get a lot of stigma.
Yeah.
Because you're expected to sit there in class.
Without pain.
Yeah, without pain.
It's crazy.
And it's
That's-
different.
that's
Because now when you grow up,
amazing.
now you understand it's other conditions and other conditions
Yeah.
and other conditions.
Imagine now that teacher who's looking back and saying, God damn, maybe that girl had an endo.
Yeah.
You know, and you know you're at the mercy of the teacher. The teacher says they're not giving you permission to skip class. Ni kungangana. And I remember there was maybe about 2 girls who I remember very distinctly. And now when I look back, I'm like, oh my God, those babes are probably having these
Endo,
issues.
yeah. Like you're forcing someone to sit through a class when she's having the actual pain that is the equivalent of a heart attack.
Yeah.
And this is a
Worst
15-year-old girl.
Worst part,
Just because
parents
you don't have this
who don't
information.
understand, because let me tell you, not every mom is as supportive or auntie, right? So you're waking up and saying, I can't go to school, I can't feel my back, my legs are swollen, and your parent is now, you know, of course,
Nakwambia, walk
wewe
it off.
sasa now you're just like, wewe juzi jana, wewe kwani period zako unafikiri ni nini? Amka na uende.
No, kula fruits.
You know what I'm saying? They just downplay it
The
because
most random things.
I have not experienced it,
Yeah.
which means mpaka nakwambia,
Nafikiria ni the same.
kwani unafikiri sisi ulianza period tulianza
Nani wa
juzi?
kwanza?
We've had experience mpaka hata karibu ziishe sasa. And so I'm just thinking,
Yeah.
if a kid is in
It
a
is
home
a lot.
somewhere,
It is a
just
lot.
because your parent doesn't understand, it would be so amazing to have. I'm just thinking of the implications of having a platform where you can be, which is not social media. So GB. So GP was good, right? And then I'm like, GP, I have this idea. Then I raise the idea. You know, the first thing GP tells me, oh my God, this is such a brilliant idea. Cannot be trusted.
That's true.
Cannot be trusted. right? Everybody's a genius.
That is so funny.
Is everybody a genius? You know what I'm saying?
Critiques are really the people out here, bro.
I need
Affirmations.
some critiquing. Bitch, I brought this to you to critique it with all the knowledge you have. And then the first thing you say, oh my God.
You're onto something.
Fist bump. Shit, this. I'm like, Chibi, you be lying. So if I go to Chibi and I tell Chibi, yo, what could this be? The first thing you'll be like, yo, that's a beautiful pose.
Kwambox. Hi.
Girl, has anybody ever told you?
That is the finest
You know what I'm saying?
kitty I've ever
And then-
seen in my life.
And then you're like, stop. And then you're like, what disease do you think this is? All right, from what I'm seeing, I think you've got an anthill. And then you're like, no, you got me the wrong answer. Oh, okay, so you got herpes and you're about to die. I'm like,
Complete opposite.
can we meet in the middle? Right? Honestly, I think
You would be
I
that.
think you're starting a wild brain, your coochie. Like,
Oh my days.
cannot be trusted. Okay, so you need, if there's doctors, if there's professionals who are expecting this kind of conversation, I think this is the best platform.
But, and they're qualified, no.
I'm just trying to catch my breath.
Munaongelesha
I'm telling you, the way
chipiju.
her brain works is just.
Munaongelesha chipiju. Munaongelesha juu ya nini? Munaongelesha juu ya
Trying to
nini?
build businesses.
Yeah, that's about my vagina.
Now let's screw on the other side, right? So here are women bearing the brunt of the pregnancy, right? It's, you see how we're spending a lot of time, like we spent an hour discussing how to stop a pregnancy. Technically,
Yeah.
because abortion is a crime. Abortion is a
I think I'm dancing to
crime.
that. That's my choice.
No, I'm telling you what's out there, right? But let's be honest. Kuna clinics zinapatiana rigare. Aya.
You know, let me
That's a story for another
let me
day.
not say
That's a story for
that.
another day.
Yeah.
So prevention is better than cure. Right?
That
No,
is
makosa
why-
ikifanyika.
Makosa inafanyikanga all the time. You know, like, do you know there are babes who are watching us right now and they're saying, "Wallahi ningekuwa najua all this shit. How to eat ninge. Naweza warudisha.
With my auntie dance move. That's my auntie dance move.
But if you gotta do it, kuna my backstream. Do you know how many
Do not
babes?
listen.
Do you know how many babes die from abortion?
Yeah. Like it's a crisis. It is a crisis.
That's why I'm telling you, listen to me, ladies. Kama unafanya research ya kazi yoyote and you are using school time hours, nikupate ati the effects of water or the effects of CG technology. If it's not about effects of technology on the coochie, if it's not about the effects of water on the
Study the
coochie,
coochie.
like everything that you're studying should
Study
be
the
leading
coochie.
to the coochie.
The coochie.
Mathematics for the coochie.
Yeah.
Science for the
For the
coochie.
coochie. I'm
Right?
telling you.
These weather patterns
For
for the
the
coochie. Right? That's what we need to. Everything is for the
Yeah.
coochie. Because we got the sisterhood.
Yeah,
Right?
and I think it's important that you're talking about abortion because so many people are doing it behind the scenes,
Yeah.
especially talking to Gen Zs right now.
Yeah.
It's important you guys just take care of yourself. Like
Yeah.
all these backdoor things, meaning avoid
It's
them.
makwaxes.
makwax.
But here's the question,
Yeah.
right? Makosa imefanyika,
Yeah.
right? And
Talk to Via.
and you know for a fact. Unaangalia maisha yako, unaangalia wazazi.
Unaona hakuna pale tunaenda.
You're like, I'm not in a place to
keep-
receive a baby. Not now. And then I know this is where the Christians come and say, it's better you give it for adoption. Name how many kids you have adopted. No, we are waiting. We are waiting. No, it's okay.
Sorry?
Cool. We are waiting. No, you have not yet adopted.
Yeah.
Name 4 people.
Days.
No, one person you know that has
Personally.
adopted.
Yeah.
Let's be honest.
Yeah,
In
let's be honest.
African culture,
Right.
everybody dreams about having their own child. So we're talking about abortion, right? So a lot of girls are not able to, like, you're in a scenario where you know for a fact, mimi sina, like, I'm not
Really
in a,
wala nyuma.
sina,
Nothing.
yeah, like, should I just, and you know, yes, I know people say, what's that still song?
Which one?
Nerea.
Mtoto
Akuja na sahani.
anakuja na sahani yake, but akuja na diapers.
Let me tell you.
Okay? Unajua price ya diapers?
Na vaccination, nini.
And
Things are
taking care
new.
and school fees and all sorts of
Yeah.
things, right? So you sit and make this decision and say, look, I'm I can't. And the person you are having sexual contact with literally has told you, right? Because people usually make it look like it's the babe who's making this decision.
Yeah.
The guy has even told you, amekutumia 300 bob. 300 kwa sababu anafikiri ni kutu unaenda kutolewa ama ni ear piercing. Ametuma 300 anakwambia madam P2 inakuanga sijui hata nimekutumia 2. Okay? And the time you're trying to explain to him, my guy,
so
that's not how things work, right? The baby has already passed this time, so I need to go procure an abortion. I mean, the diligent thing to do, which I've watched in movies, is the guy taking you to the clinic. There with you in the clinic. But let's just be honest, this doesn't happen, right? Do you know who procures the most abortions in Kenya?
Who?
Married women.
No.
That is insane.
What?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Like, statistically.
Yeah, because married women can do the math.
Yeah, they've been there. They're like, kama moja ishafika this amount.
Na unajua chali mwenye uko na yeye.
Imefika.
Na yeye paka ndo anakupeleka. Munaenda pamoja. Thank you. Afternoon anasema, I'm going on my lunch break. I'll see you guys. Ameenda kutolewa kutu. Right? Ama ku undo the kutu.
Wow.
So rotten society.
That's morality is not to be judged by us, right? So here comes the question. This girl who's sitting here crying because she doesn't know what to do,
Yeah, she's
right?
pregnant
And a pregnancy is a life-changing thing, right? Who does she talk to?
Yeah. Good question.
Because if it's a parent, it's how can you?
Yeah.
Oh my, you're having sex, right? Your friend is literally just judging you. One, number two, maybe a bit impatient with you because they're like, wait, see when you tweak it, wait, see, cheeky,
make a decision.
The things that they'll tell you are just to calm you down.
Yeah,
right?
and the most they can do is support your decision, whatever it is. That's it.
That's
Yeah.
So I see the value of that. But then this platform, would they talk to you about things like that?
Yeah. Honestly, unajua tuko hiyo age ya kupanga uzazi, you know? So it's important. So all the questions I asked very all-rounded, from all this abortion to menopause to what. So exactly about this abortion, they said
I like how you say abortion.
Abortion. Make it sound spicy. Abortion. Avoid. Jamani. Yeah, but exactly what they say is, they have like a pool of certified sexual practitioners. So if you really
Sexual health practitioners.
Sexual health.
Sexual practitioners.
People will go there for the wrong things. Hey.
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly. So these are people who are well trained. So if that's the route you want to go to, which I don't recommend, and you want to do that abortion, talk to an expert at least, because these things have long-term health effects.
Yeah.
Like in future, remember you're infertile, you're like, what happened?
Yeah.
How did this get here?
Yeah, but ukienda Backstreet anatoka na
Kila kitu.
Yeah,
Environment yote.
It's true that there are people who've gone for an abortion and then later realize that mtu alitoka na uterus.
Exactly.
Okay, maybe not uterus, but kuna sijui
hizo vitu though
unapata uko
Kwambox
ziko hivi sasa. Just stop. Zimesimama at attention. You're wondering what is happening. Amekurearrange. Hey, watcha.
Guys, your body, your choice, honestly.
Yeah.
Think about it. Yeah, know your body.
Yeah. No, but you see this like it's such a wonder place.
Yeah.
Like it's those ones like you don't know what agwan. Mimi nakwambia kama ninaweza weka magnet. Hivi on now I'm going to try it. Like,
Yeah.
No, but I don't think that's how the coil works.
I don't think so.
Unafikiria people would be going through airport security so easily. I don't think it's detectable.
Hizo vitu zifanya tiri.
But you see, even those questions you can ask. You can go to the website and ask if I put a coil, will I pass through airport security without any problems?
I like that.
To be honest, I'm down with this, and I feel especially for young babes who and you're a young babe as well,
and especially for this self-administer, because I don't know, I just don't believe the long-term things. Like 5 years, something is just inside you. Come on,
that kind of commitment.
Hey, commitment.
Alafu upate tu once in the 5 years.
Bro, do you know how
tolewa
many...
kutu once? What kind of
You did all of that for nothing. No, but you know how many stories I've seen of
10 years unaenda tu kwa pastor. The other day I saw a video of a babe I don't know if you saw this. It's a guy called Reverend something. Anyway, they were in a church and she was being told, oh my God, wait, scared. Ati, she's been told to stand up. So she's been told, marriage is coming your way. And the babe jumped up and down. I was
Hallelujah.
Just like, hallelujah. And then she was told, Ati, tell me about the Luo man. Like, he's seeing it in his spirit, right? And then she said, yes, he alinifanya ball, alafu akaniwacha na mtoto. And she's like a middle class. She looks like she's like lower middle class, right? Anyway, then the next thing he tells her is, there's another Luo man coming. I've seen it. In my head, I'm like, sis, the first one left you.
Release
with
me.
a bye-bye, right? You need to, the first thing you should have said, not hallelujah, but respond.
Not today, Satan.
Right?
Is what you should have said.
But you see, most people are taking their sexual health and sexual issues to the pastor.
Again,
Who will tell you, God told me?
those are some of the biggest sexual predators in existence.
Some of them.
Some
of the allegedly.
Some of the biggest sexual
Allegedly.
predators.
Right. Okay, cool. So we're going to put the WhatsApp number.
Details. Also something else, by the way, all these STDs, you know, the condom is almost like, there's nothing 100% again.
But I think condoms is still
but
the
it, at
top.
least it's the top.
Yeah.
Honestly, and
At what, 97%? 99.9.
Watu wanafikiria-
0.1. Hey.
Watu wanafikirianga tu ball.
yeah,
Right? Lakini nimekwambia kaswende kanaendanga.
exactly.
Kanaendanga hadi kwa
Condom is the only
akili.
thing that can protect you from STDs
Yeah.
at this point.
Yeah.
So as much as you're using contraceptives, you need to have the condom in place.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Guys, have you ever used a female like is female condoms a thing?
The cervical
I've
cap.
heard about it, but I'm not gonna lie to you, I had zero interest in it. Zero. I'm like, I'm already going through enough as a woman. The most you can do is put on a condom. Honey, MF.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I truly believe in
I'm
condoms.
going through so much now. Unataka sijui nikae aje ndio niweke juala ndani ya no.
She called it Juala.
That's what it feels like. No, you have to put it inside. No, my guy, no.
Yeah.
And you need to put it like 6 hours before.
Imagine.
So you pre-plan.
Sorry, what?
Hey.
So if you know lunchtime, you're meeting with this dude.
Wait, that's how female condoms work.
Because it needs to lainika.
Yeah.
Ilainike vizuri sijui nini nini.
Wow.
Nah. Bro.
So this is for married people for sure. Because they're the they're the ones who can plan it. Because like
4 to 6 hours you're planning.
I
Until
have
the
over there.
time.
Hey, I've put the roses. I've made the dinner. Wow, shit, I forgot.
No, but you see now, it's 4 to 6. No, you're in the office bathroom, yeah, with your leg over here, with a mirror. My guy.
Were these things created by women?
Of course not.
I don't think a babe would think of it like this. But yeah, most babes are afraid to carry condoms because of the stigma. And if you like,
Carry those things, by
just carry them.
You'd rather
Imagine-
carry that than a baby.
Oh my God.
Okay?
Could you say that again?
You'd
like
rather
that.
carry that than a baby. Carry
And
them.
for me, I'll say you'd rather carry that than carrying kaswende. Or gonorrhea. Unafanya ngono alafu unapata gono. Alafu gono type big. Hey, sis, let me tell you. Kuna vitu zingine unaweza angalia chini pako useme guy, I think I need to be amputated.
Remove the
You
whole
know,
thing.
just choma
Remove
everything because
everything.
ushaona. In fact, see, I know some of you have never even thought about these things. Now there's all sorts of random, like just random diseases, right? And you don't want the doctor to be telling you,
Exactly.
oh, actually, this is this new thing that we've discovered. By the time you're discovering it, wow. Vitu zisha makosa imefanyika. So the best thing, wait to go to your condom. We carry hapo. And red flag, a good red flag is when he starts telling you, unajua, sijui, it's just the tip, nini. Wait.
Red.
Tip
Kimbia.
Waiter. Thank you.
Another thing I want to talk about, unajua, kaswende, it's also hard for you to go to hospital actually. As much as that guy is experienced.
It
Like,
doesn't matter.
imagine,
especially for men.
Kwanza say you have to tell the nurse, hey, what are you here for?
And then you have to whisper.
Imagine.
Ati? That's my day.
Niko na tupimbo.
Because I know that those receptionists that are hawana adabu.
Kaswende.
Instead of calling your name one, Kaswende. If you can hear for Kaswende.
Oh
The doctor is ready to see you.
So wait, so do people not go to hospital because they are
People avoid and people like self-treat because now you just imagine like all antibiotics.
What are you talking about?
Oh no, antibiotics when I treat. That is what people think works.
Yes. The embarrassment is crazy.
The embarrassment
Forget
is a
about it
lot. You like
because
the stigma.
It's very taboo.
Yeah.
Very taboo. So there's no outlet. There's no one you can talk to, and that's what I'm saying. Having someone you can literally just text
In your privacy.
in the privacy of your home, you can tell them whatever, and you're never gonna see this person ever in your life.
Exactly.
Bro, that would make it
Top
would make
tier.
things so much easier.
I think also, like, I'm just thinking about, like, you know, I know I said a pimple, but like genital warts are also a thing.
Yeah, a lot.
Yeah.
And actually, you can get them even when using condoms.
Yeah,
Actively,
exactly.
yeah.
Like for the
That
longest time, I
impacts.
thought
The genital parts are on the
genitalia.
vulva. Yeah. They go out, like they're outside there. So if you're having unprotected sex or even protected sex, someone has these things on the outside, it's something that can get to you as
Yes,
well.
do you know I've ever seen somebody with genital warts?
You've never?
I have.
What?
Evie weavy
why
real
were
time.
you
Leona.
looking at their
What do you
genitals?
think was happening? Right? You
Was
know,
it a partner?
niliziangalia hivi. And then, you know me, I don't have sina filter. I told you guys this story.
What is this?
I was just like, excuse me, what the fuck is that? And then this person is trying to tell me, you know, Mimi.
Google.
What? This is fucking genital warts, motherfucker. I was out of there.
No.
Yeah, because people be lying.
People be
People
lying.
be lying. I'm so grateful that that's why I tell people, history of kufanya sex now, lights off. Are you crazy?
You need to see what is happening.
Bro, hey, you need to see everything. If he
I'm gonna go see my dad.
at he putting the glasses there. Madam, va contact. What you talking about? Va contact.
And you
Chang
see
chang.
okay.
Yeah, and
What's going on here?
zoom in. Right? No. Guys,
Yeah,
I'm
and
telling
there's
you.
very little information that you can trust out there when it comes. Man,
Exactly.
the first time I had a UTI, I thought it was an STI.
Yeah.
I didn't know
Yeah.
it was not a sexually transmitted.
Yeah.
I was
Yeah.
like, my guy, bus.
Umekufa.
Misha.
And UTIs are the worst.
Yeah.
The
You literally, especially when
uncomfortability.
you're like peeing and you're feeling pain, you're like, bus.
Ndio hiyo has to be that guy. Has to be that guy.
Don't they?
There's something. Stacey yako kwa bathroom.
Don't they?
Joto.
You know, there's something I read about UTIs turning into. I need to find that.
Yeah, it can become a very
information.
bad infection. Yeah.
No, that it becomes. It leads to something else. Yeah, that
Jeez.
you need to. It was like the scariest thing I've ever had, right? And that they were telling babes like you always have to make sure, kama uko na any itchiness or whatever, don't downplay it, right?
Go see a
Or let it
doctor,
it'll just go, because that untreated UTI, guys, I can't remember what it was, but
It
it
becomes
was
something really bad.
horrendous.
So you see,
Horrendous.
like having.
Amputation was involved.
Wow.
Yes, yeah.
That is wild.
Yeah. And apparently
Maybe it's something to do with the kidneys. I think I've ever seen something to do with
I can't
that.
remember what it is, but I can't remember whether the vulva was being cut off. I'm kidding.
Okay, gosh,
but,
Kwambox.
but like, you don't let your UTI just sit.
Yeah, run and run.
Treat it.
Yeah.
Treat it
Manage it.
immediately.
Yeah.
Immediately.
I'm so glad we had this conversation.
Yeah, and I really want to talk about that you can get your STDs tested when you at the comfort of your house.
They can come to the house.
Yeah, so this VIA, guys,
Yeah.
it's called VIA Health. VIA Health can send a phlebotomist,
Oh, yeah.
this person in the lab,
yeah.
Oh.
there, to come to your house with a panel and actually take the test, take it with them, do a test, send you the results digitally
Yeah.
by your email, and if there is something they recommend to you, an online consultant, Araka, they tell you what, if the situation needs more, you're advised to visit another medical practitioner, not that it's when you need to meet them. But imagine getting to do all this diagnostics in the comfort of your house.
Yeah.
Then mtu anakuja tu kwa nyumba yako.
Yeah.
Anachukua hizi tests, no one knows, no one needs to know,
That's
very
true.
private.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can
I love
test
that.
it. Imagine.
Hizi ndio vitu sasa watu itabidi sasa.
Yeah, I was so impressed.
Yeah, because people
That's
out here be
impressive.
lying, right?
Yeah.
Even just HIV,
Mhm.
right? People are not forthcoming about.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
Girl.
Like there's a story, as we wind up, there's a story in Senegal that's currently unfolding of a TV presenter.
I've seen that.
I have not.
The one is
He's got Papa, Pepe.
quick,
That guy.
quick.
He's been nini. Apparently, he's been sambazaing nini.
HIV.
Imagine
Knowing.
Two small boys.
Yeah. I think they had a target, had they?
Apparently they had a group where they would now talk about spreading it to guys. Right?
Who's
And you know,
they? Men. Every day. Every day. Every day. Let me tell you something.
men are never beating this charge.
They are never.
But like you said,
Never.
then they want to spread it to you, so don't spread.
Yeah,
Don't spread
exactly.
it. Don't spread
Okay,
your
so
cheeks.
please explain to. Okay, so a bunch of grown men.
Somewhere.
You see, I tried, guys. I tried.
Mimi niko nayo, so tupatie
Tupate
kila
wote.
mtu. Sasa hiyo na unajua tumesema hizi vitu hawezi, like if makosa imefanyika na unajua kuna makosa zingine zikishafanyika, sasa hiyo ndio your life. But nataka ujue kama utapata HIV or if you are HIV positive, Magic Johnson is still alive.
Fact. 30 years later. I swear.
Right? So, and we also, but if you haven't gotten it, I want to remind you that USAID was pulled from Kenya.
That is your contraceptive.
Right? ARVs were free.
No more free pep and
also-
all that.
I know there were people who were hooked on ARVs because they don't have HIV, but they were taking them. Apparently, it's it gets people high. Paula,
I beg your
That is
pardon.
insane.
do you know?
No, I beg your pardon.
Do you know in SA, like mtu anakuhold at gunpoint when they utoe ARV zako, right? Because they're drugs.
Oh my
Yeah.
goodness.
Yeah, anything to be high.
Oh
Get
my
you high
goodness.
how? Like what kind of high does it give you? Is it like a stimulant? Is it a
It gets you high.
Wow.
Like, yeah.
That is
Yeah,
insane.
so it was a whole. I think Trump alisikia mambo akasema, you know what, fuck them, let me die. Right? So
Mambo ni mengi huko.
hapa tumewaambia vitu mob by the way.
Tumambia vitu by the way, you know, people don't know, like, you can suffer from deficiencies, vitamin D, nini.
Oh, they can also come and test
Yeah,
those
they can
things.
come and test those things. It's not just sexual health, nini.
Okay.
You can test your vitamin D levels,
Kwanza babes.
vitamin A levels. Like some of us who work from home, you're always sitting in the house.
You rarely see the sun. You get no
out.
D.
Go get some vitamin D.
But just say it's very confusing.
Vitamin D.
You can also get vitamin C.
Get a vitamin D. Anyway, yeah, Via Health does that for you.
I'm loving
It
this.
is.
Yeah. Kwanza unajua hiyo ya the tests.
Yeah.
That's so important.
That is so
because
proper.
you honestly don't know
What's going on.
What's going on?
Exactly.
Vitamin Lee or vitamin D Lee. Right? So ni muhimu. Man, I'm loving this platform. We're gonna share the WhatsApp number so that and also the website. Just go to viahealth.co.ke. I think that's their website. It's
I think
viahealth.co.ke.
Via Health. Yeah, we'll
So
put
check
it
out
there.
viahealth.co.ke. I feel like it's a great community for people to really understand, and especially for you to own your sexual health. Especially kwa sababu cheki, we kama Gen Z na najua you're very sexually active, right? Imagine playing a sport you don't know the rules.
That's a very good
A
analogy.
very good
That's
one. I love
very
it.
good one.
Wewe uko hapo tu cricket ati we to score goal. Bitch.
Auzini wapi?
Tuko tea break. We'll be back tomorrow. What do you mean? What do you mean? Nimekuja na skills. No, you have to understand all and especially take it from yourself because your partner is not going to tell you shit, right? Because your partner doesn't know shit
Either.
right? So educate yourself and even you young girl.
Young girls.
All of us are young girls.
Young girls.
Young girl.
If you don't understand everything about your sexual health, for sure you're a young girl, right? And even if you're in your 50s, you're in a marriage right now and you're just like, shit, I didn't know all these things.
Yeah.
You can still call these guys.
Even menopause, like you're getting all those hot flashes, you're getting weight gain, you're getting hormonal imbalance. Like it's good to ask someone, honestly.
Knowledge is power.
I can
Knowledge
tell
is
you
power.
for sure, utafika hiyo place paka unajiuliza
What is happening? And
on?
you don't have a community of people to ask.
It's terrible.
And people
It's
are like
terrible.
you're going through that by yourself. So
Yeah, because you usually think you're going through it yourself. Sometimes when you see people going
People
through similar
talking
things,
about
you're like, okay,
it.
so I'm normal.
yeah.
Yeah.
I love
Yeah,
it.
so
I love
Via
it.
Health does that, honestly. Since I discovered them, honestly, I love what they do. Because I feel like it's empowering for women. For you, making that decision is a you decision. So, usisikize chenye nimesema alafu useme, Kwambox aliniambia, nenda nikachukue nini.
That's why they are
Your body, your
professionals.
choice.
Yeah, the only thing I said, abortion is illegal. Just remember that. But also, kaswende inaenda paka akili. Emergency
Akili
pills, P2 are emergency pills, not to be popped
Not
like popcorn.
contraceptives.
Remember all this.
Yeah.
Alafu, check out Via Health. I loved having this conversation.
Me
with you.
too. We
That's
need
so
to run the tape again and
Super
do it
empowering,
again.
super
Yeah.
empowering. Sasa unajua niko na episode naenda kufanya ya Russia.
I wish you all the best.
All the best with it.
because
Thank you so much.
Yo.
It's a can of worms.
hiyo nikianza itakasirika tena, okay? Not today.
Not today,
Then-
please.
No, but there's something I need to address, and we're going to address it and then address it. So,
Yeah.
so catch me in the next episode.
Yay! Kapow!